And then we stayed as long as we could, and finally we left. We were going to go to the market, but everybody at the market was there. So we didn't go there. And well, we went out in the boonies, further, and we went to Aikimia village. And this was the Donny Stone Age people, and they're just coming into their own. They're coming close to town, you know. They have long huts, a long hut. I went inside. Oh, it was nice. It was comfortable, warm. It was clean. There was hammocks hanging around. There was round stones around hearths. There was one going, and there was a pot there on a rod, like a big stew pot, you know. God knows what was in that. We didn't stay to eat. But anyway, we took pictures of them, and I found a friend. He was a man. And he had no clothes on, and he had this penis thing up, and he had a band around his neck, and it had two little shells on it, a couple of shells. And he pointed to his, and then he pointed to mine. And they're always shaking your hand and saying blah, 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 you know, and we say, hello, hello, hello. And none of the other men had that shell, so after a time, he pointed to mine, you know. I had one string of shells around my neck. I thought I'd trade something or other. And after a time I thought, well, gee whiz, he's so interested in that. Why am I hanging on to this thing? You know, I brought these things along to give away, and then you hang on to them like, oh, should I give it? Should I? So anyway, I gave it to him. And I went over by him, and I took it off, and I tried to hand it to him. And he went backwards, you know, and I said, no, it's for you. And he was like, you know, shaking his head like, oh, I can't. I said, yes. And I took it up and I put it over his head. And he patted his chest, you know, and he had such a big smile on his face like, for me? Oh, for me, you know. He was so excited. And he shook my hand, and he shook my hand, and he shook my hand. And the other men, they came around and they looked and looked. And he followed me all around till I left. Even come to the car door to say thank you. Hey, Ralph.
Hey, Pearl.
All that noise out there has been Ralphie out there talking and laughing and laughing. We still got our T-shirts here. We're hoping to find somebody that has something that we would like to buy, you know, and then we'll trade with them. We won't buy. We'll just trade. We'll give a T-shirt for whatever they've got. I gave all the kids in the village a pen. I counted to see how many kids there was. There was 9 kids, and then I looked in my bag, you know, I thought, okay, I got 9 pens, okay. These are pens that are from hotels and motels that you pick up along the way. So each one got a pen, and they were very happy. And then I saw a piece of paper on the ground, so I picked it up, and then I showed them how to take the top off, you know, and then I wrote, you know, on the paper there, and they could see that, you know, and their heads are bobbing. Kids are smart. You don't have to tell them nothing. They'll find out how to do it. So anyway, and then I told all of them, stand up there with your pen, hold it up in the air, and I took their picture. And Ralph took a picture of me with my friend with the necklace around his neck, you know. I don't know if he smiled or not. Did he smile, Ralph, when you in that picture? He don't know. He just snapped. So then we went, we saw their old chief. He was mummified sitting in a chair there, black as gold. I guess they take him out every time somebody comes around. And then we went to a swinging bridge. They wanted to show us a swinging bridge over the Belam River. And it's really very long, and because the river is fairly wide. And then there are people running over, guys coming over with great big loads on their head, you know, running, and this thing is swinging back and forth, you know, and it has spots in it where there's no boards, you know, and they come and groups of them came carrying, looked like hay, it looked like, I don't know, great big bundles on their heads. And then we started back in the car to the room, and then they come and he says, I'm going to take you to a very old swinging bridge. Well, when we got there, they had one of those gates that go over the fence, you know. It's like it's got 3 steps on one side and 3 steps on the other, and you climb up and you go over. Only these steps was just round like a tree limb or something. And of course on the top there's barbed wire, so you had to be careful. Big step up, and a big step up, and then you had to go down the other side. And we went and walked all the way over there, and there was a real old swinging bridge, and I didn't go out on it because the river was raging underneath. I didn't want to fall. So I just took a picture of somebody else going out of it.